Jake here, talking about the immigration stuff, what you take away from the Lost Boys film. That there is a serious disconnect between us and immigrants, and not just like interacting with them, which you could tell was a little awkward during the video, like when the American workers were trying to talk to the some of the guys of Sudan. And a disconnect in what they are being told they are coming here for. Like all of them expected to get an education, but all of them aren't told the costs of the education, how long they probably have to work in order to uh, cover that cost. Highlight from the film. Um, how can we help as teachers, those in the community, to help enculturate them school community as we teach in? Just make sure to include them in activities and introduce them to students so students can be accepting to new students. Make sure they're not alienated and include them even when you're talking uh, just in your classroom. How can we help students learn about immigration and the history of the U.S. Beyond what is the standards? Well, the fact of the matter is, ever since the um, Europeans took over America, it's been a nation of keeping immigrants out, even though we are essentially a nation of immigrants. I mean, you go from the Irish in the 1800s when they had the big potato famine, they were kept out, but even when they were let in, they were immediately listed into the Civil War. Um, Italians were uh, wanted to be kept out, and fast forward today with Latinos and Middle Easterners. But we have to go beyond the standards in order to, because that's basically what the standards are, uh, and lead you to teach. You have to go beyond the standards that it can be good to include immigrants. How can these pieces of media help students in recognizing the importance of stories of the other? It can help them see a viewpoint that they haven't thought about, and where these people are coming from, because uh, I mean, even a bad situation here is better than sometimes a good situation where some of these people are coming from. So we have to keep that in mind. Um, do you agree with the superintendent's response? And how was you? Could you have responded? I do, because if any student feels threatened, then they have a right to complain. And how could you have teacher responded? Um, you have to respond as a teacher. Anytime a student comes to you with they feeling threatened or bullied, you have to respond and defend them first of all, and secondly, with a situation like that, you you have to help the student out, but at the same time, if it gets political, you might want to make sure you have the backing of the administration behind you, because we've seen teachers try to tackle it on their own before and gotten fired, unfortunately. Growing population of immigrants in my area was to be done proactively. There used to be, when I went to Greer High School, we had a growing population of Latino immigrants, and it's not as high anymore as it was, but they there isn't a whole lot being done. There's not, you know, not an nationality day, or just there's not a whole lot being done. There's not even like an English language intensive learning class outside of elementary school, from what I remember growing up. That's pretty much it.